how long you've had the site, you know, um, keywords are still in there, but it also looks heavily at the title and the description, the meta title and the meta description also. So Anthony came over, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
And we went through it just line by line and just really picked at it. And Anthony came up with some really good stuff, so we got that in there.
Yeah, narrowed the searches down. It really helped out a lot because, you know, Dad only knows, you know, he only knows so much about what I do. And so I was kind of throwing the ideas out there, and between the two of us, we were able to, that was about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
More than that.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half.
Was it really? I guess it went by pretty quick then.
Yeah.
But we took all the what seemed to be like scattered, and basically organized it down into really simple sentences that seemed to say everything that needed to be said without a bunch of repeats and thes and ats and ises and stuff like that. So questions about North Dakota. What was the town, I can't remember, I was thinking about this with Dad and I was going to ask him, what was the town that you grew up in?
Juanita, no, I didn't grow up in a town, I grew up on the farm.
Right, okay. Which
And the post office address was Gray City.
Okay.
That's where my parents did business.
The metropolis of Gray
Yes,
City.
Okay.
But Juanita was actually just about, that's where Grandpa was from,
Okay.
was probably about the same distance. But my parents always went to Gray City.
Okay. And what's the closest, what would be the big city that's close to that, where that is now? Like, if you were to look on a map.
Jamestown.
Jamestown?
Jamestown.
Okay.
Carrington and the Rockford are closer, but they're not as big.
Okay.
I think they're a couple thousand.
Where would great-grandma and great-grandpa live then?
Wrestler?
Yeah.
In Juanita.
That was in Juanita, in that little, that little house. We used to light fire, great-grandpa Russell used to give us the firecrackers and go out in the backyard.
Probably. Yeah.
I'll never forget, he really liked his prunes. Yeah, I think he ate oatmeal in the morning.
Yeah.
And prunes,
Yeah.
I think is if I remember, and he tried to get me to eat that. I was like,
Do you remember Grandpa Wrestler?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
No, you were young.
Well, yeah, I remember Grandpa Wrestler, and he had a hard time. He always wanted. He liked to spend his time downstairs.
Yeah.
There was something downstairs that he liked
In
to
the basement?
do. Yeah, in the basement. I don't remember what it was that he did. He had a hobby or something. I don't remember what it was. But he liked to spend his time down there.
Well, I remember him spending some time down there.
And I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I
it,
can't think of what he was doing particularly.
I don't know
being
either. I
down
don't
there with him,
remember.
Well, he had his workshop down there.
maybe,
Yeah, he had a workbench down there. There was the wood stove down there.
I'll never forget
And-
the smell. And every once in a while, it's kind of like that old cellar
that
smell.
right?
Yeah, there's an old
Oh.
cellar smell that you get.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, maybe
There
that's
the
what it
coal
was.
bin
Was it
down
the? Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Well, like Grandpa Jarbo, he had his wine cellar. If I ever smell that cedar,
Oh.
musky smell,
Yeah.
it reminds me of. And another really familiar smell is when we were out on a farm. I think it was Frank's grandma, or it was somebody. Frank Ripka, he had some family close too.
Jean,
Yeah, that's who it
Jean's.
was. Yeah.
Frank's
I
mother.
think didn't we stay out of Jean's on one of our trips over?
Yeah.
And the fields there, there was a train that used to run
Yeah,
through
right.
there.
Mhm.
And there's a summer smell that
Oh,
really
is that
stands out. I don't know what fields it was or what it is, but every once in a while I catch a whiff of that going through eastern Washington. So I'm thinking it
Yeah.
might be either alfalfa
Well,
or.
it was probably it could be alfalfa.
And
It was farming right up to Jean's
Right.
property.
And we used to ride these little dirt bikes, motorcycles through there. And that's where you got a tick one time.
Oh,
I've had so many ticks in North Dakota.
Well, this is one I remember. It was I think it was was it? Did you take a knife and a lighter or something like that?
Yeah.
And you
Heat
did
the
some-
knife up with the lighter and get it real
just-
hot.
boy,
We're-
you got a good memory of that.
Well, these are the things that's all I really remember. I mean, as far as trying to, if I were sitting here, I'd probably get more of it, but there's a lot of little things like that that stuck out because I really like that trip over there.
Yeah, so were you just there one time then, or?
Over Gene's?
Well, in North Dakota.
We went
Oh,
we went a few times.
Yeah. We went back there with the kids,
Thanks, Mom.
probably.
I'm gonna have.
Well, I
some
don't
more
know
now.
how old you were the first time.
Not quite annually.
No, it wasn't every year.
Oh, I'm gonna have another couple. I'm gonna have another sandwich first.
Good.
I'm done with sandwiches.
And but yeah, I remember being out there a few times. It was mostly mom, dad, Marie,
Oh, that's right.
and
Kathy used to do the
Family.
the
Genealogy.
family
Yeah, mhm.
genealogy stuff.
No, please.
Going out looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Is that saved somewhere? All that genealogy stuff?
yeah, Beth has got it. She got some of it. I don't know if she has wrestler stuff. I know she has Drago stuff.
I think,
You know what?
I think the wrestler stuff,
I think she does have some.
she told me she didn't have it.
Beth? There might be some small stuff. Cause I ran across some, but it wasn't a whole bit. It wasn't like a lot of it. And I think there was a bulk of it that mom had, like a lot of it. I mean, I know she spent a lot of time in it. I think it's.
I thought it was in the Hope chest, but Marie said it wasn't in the Hope chest.
Well,
But it's good.
I'll ask Beth and see if I can. Maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I can ask her, or I'll get her to show me what she has, and then if it's.
Well, with my family, I've got it all.
You got it all? Okay.
But
And
Kathy
books of
had
it.
wrestler.
That could be.
We actually went up to, what's the name of that town?
Niche.
By the Canadian border, is it
Niche?
Niche?
Mhm.
Although there's
That's
4
where
or 5,
Grandpa was born.
yeah, but, there's 3 or 4 other towns up there that had relatives that were in the graveyards. We actually
Oh,
went to them.
mhm.
Yeah, I remember.
We took pictures and everything. So if it can be found, it's got a lot of stuff in it.
Oh, one thing I remember about great grandma and grandpa's place is there was a Dairy Queen within walking distance.
Grandma,
Oh,
Grandpa
that's
Top.
in New Rockford. That
In
was,
Rockford.
Yeah.
Grandma, Grandpa Top.
Oh, that was grandma and grandpa Top?
yeah,
Okay, then that's the grandma and grandpa, then it wasn't grandma and grandpa wrestler then.
no, I didn't think so.
Okay.
Because Grandpa Wrestler died when I was,
That was like 65.
yeah, he died when I was in the
Right,
army.
okay, then that was the Tops then, okay, that's what I remember, that was the prune juice and the oatmeal.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then he was the one that would like to tinker downstairs with something, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It was a small staircase going downstairs and.
there was the shuffleboard set up on the floor down there. And there was a room. There was probably a toilet right in the middle of the floor there somewhere, if I remember.
There was,
correctly.
or by the washer and dryer. I hated going to the bathroom there because it was all over. You'd be sitting there and Grandma would come down the stairs. Oh, hi, Gary. Hi, Grandma.
Whoops, you caught me in a moment.
Make sure I kept my legs closed.
That was fun on that shuffleboard there. We had fun with that.
That's
There was a
right.
bedroom down there.
Yeah.
But I think Grandma had one of her old,
Ringer, washing machines.
yeah, ringer type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
with
the
a
old-fashioned
washboard
washing
or
machine.
Something with
Not a
it.
washboard. She
They
didn't
just-
use that when they were in her, she did when I was growing up, you know.
But that's, he was the one that gave us the firecrackers. And we went
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
sure.
And then, one year we went over there, I remember Dick was with us. And he took us to he took us to the fireworks stand.
Oh, oh,
And then I don't know if I think Marie was probably involved in that too, because she didn't have anybody to hang around with, so it was just her and, just me, Marie, and then Dick, and I don't know if Suzanne was there or not, I don't think she was, but I remember Dick being there. And I was pretty young.
That's when Dick got all those traffic tickets. He was driving his car.
Yeah.
What kind of, was it a Thunderbird or no?
Firebird.
Firebird, that was it.
Oh.
He loved driving that car fast.
and he got tickets.
Oh man, did he get some doozies.
That's the first car I ever drove, was a Firebird.
Really?
Took me over to the big cemetery down there up in 99.
Oh,
We were good, and
Oh, through Washelli? Oh,
And then he let me, kind of put me in between and let me sit there in between, you know, let me steer the car and. I'll never forget, he's like, oh, you can't kill anybody here. Just making smart cracks or whatever, and I just remember thinking that was just the funniest thing ever, you know. I'll never forget that, you know.
it sounds like something Dick would say.
Yeah.
You know, and it just, that stuck out on my, you know, put that in the memory bank, you know, it just, you know, it was pretty funny. That's for sure. But, yeah, and then he had that little Triumph that he took out to Lake Connor Park.
Oh,
That was a neat place.
yeah.
I really liked that place.
I did too, yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Spent many a summers. When you had that little yellow Vega,
Yep,
open up the back hatchback and throw everybody in it.
yep.
That was a good time. Really was.
I've got some mad at Grandpa when Suzanne had her tonsils out. She was up at the hospital. I took her up the hospital in the morning, 6 in the morning, and she had surgery that day, and she had to stay in the hospital overnight. Grandpa came up at 5 o'clock and said, I'll come back and get you when you're ready to come home. Well, I went down to eat at the cafeteria, my dinner. I was gonna stay with Suzanne until she was ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, she was ready to go to sleep. I went out of the room and I called, and Dad didn't answer. And I called at 10 o'clock. He still didn't answer, but Lee answered. He was just come home from a basketball practice. So I said, Lee, would you meet me? I was gonna walk home, because I'm not that far